there, Yankees fans. I'm back after a little break, and it feels great to jump right into everything happening with our team. The Yankees have been on an interesting journey lately, and there's so much to unpack, especially as we move into this critical stretch of the season. Coming off a vacation, it's funny because during the time I was away, the team didn't lose a single game. I thought, okay, maybe I'm their good luck charm, but as soon as I returned, they dropped a game against the White Sox. Maybe it's just coincidence, or maybe the Yankees need me to stay in the stand a little more consistently. Either way, the point is this team has shown resilience and the kind of determination that makes baseball so captivating. Before diving deeper, we have to acknowledge the recent streaks. Winning the last game in Boston was a statement, and sweeping the Nationals immediately afterward built momentum that the Yankees desperately needed. Following that, taking 3 out of 4 in Chicago was a huge confidence booster, especially considering how unpredictable the season has been so far. These wins aren't just numbers on the board. They represent the Yankees rediscovering rhythm, finding their offensive timing, and setting the tone for the next series of challenging matchups. But now, make-or-break moments are on the horizon, and the team needs to consolidate everything they've learned and carry that energy forward. Aaron Judge has been front and center in leading this mindset. After the recent loss to the White Sox, he made it clear that the past doesn't matter. "We've got to show up every single day and prove it," he said. That's not just about individual performance. It's a message for the entire clubhouse. The Yankees have something special, and Judge has reminded everyone that every opportunity, every game, is a chance to assert themselves. This kind of leadership is crucial as the team faces a brutal 12-game stretch that could define the season. Judge's perspective resonates because it's not just about winning isolated games. It's about creating a mentality that survives adversity and thrives under pressure. Looking ahead, the schedule is daunting. 3 games in Houston, 3 at home against Toronto, 3 at home versus Detroit, and then 3 against Boston. That's 12 games in total, and every single one carries weight. Houston has been a tough opponent this season, so the road series will test the Yankees' ability to adapt and execute under pressure. Toronto has posed challenges as well, and the Blue Jays' recent performances indicate that they're far from a team to underestimate. Detroit may not grab headlines in the same way, but the pitching rotation there can surprise you, meaning the Yankees need to approach those games with strategy and focus. And then comes Boston, always a rivalry that carries history, pride, and intense competition. Whoever navigates this stretch most effectively could position themselves favorably for playoff positioning, especially with the wild card race tightening. The Yankees' current standings reflect just how narrow the margins are. They sit 3 games out of first place and just a half game ahead of the Red Sox in the wild card standings. The Toronto Blue Jays, who were once on a hot streak, have cooled off slightly, giving the Yankees a chance to capitalize and put pressure on both teams. Every victory here doesn't just improve numbers, it sends a message. Winning against teams like Houston, especially on the road, is not only a confidence booster, but also a chance to demonstrate that this team can handle high-pressure scenarios. Historically, the Yankees have struggled against AL East opponents this season, and breaking that pattern is crucial. They've been effective against teams like the Nationals and White Sox. But now it's about proving they can compete against the elite, and the next 12 games are a perfect opportunity to make that statement. The roster has key players who could define how successful this stretch becomes. Aaron Judge is obviously a cornerstone. His stats are phenomenal, with an average that speaks for itself, an impressive number of home runs, and consistently clutch performances that show he can carry the team in critical moments. Giancarlo Stanton is another vital presence. He has a history of stepping up in postseason games, particularly when the stakes are high. His ability to deliver key hits and home runs can be the difference between an early exit and a deep playoff run. Then there's Cody Bellinger, a newer addition with a lot to prove. In a contract year, Bellinger isn't just playing for personal success. He's motivated to leave a legacy and contribute to the team in meaningful ways. These 3, combined with the leadership of Judge, form a nucleus that could drive the Yankees through September and into October with momentum and confidence. It's also important to consider the strategy required for this stretch. The Yankees have power, but in high-stakes games, relying solely on long balls isn't enough. Against elite pitching, small ball tactics, smart base running, and effective bullpen management will be essential. Every decision, from pinch hitting to bullpen usage, can influence outcomes, and the team's ability to adjust will be under scrutiny. This isn't just about talent. It's about adaptability, intelligence, and composure. The next 12 games should be treated almost like a series of mini playoffs, where each win builds momentum and each loss serves as a learning opportunity to recalibrate. The significance of this period goes beyond wins and losses. It's a test of character for the team and its leaders. Aaron Judge, Giancarlo Stanton, and Cody Bellinger aren't just stars, they're examples. Their ability to perform under pressure will set the tone for the younger players and the rest of the roster. If they can deliver consistently, the Yankees could transform this challenging stretch into a defining moment for the season, creating a narrative of resilience and championship potential. The stakes are high, the competition is fierce, and every game matters more than ever. So, when you look at the Yankees right now, you see a team that has proven it can dominate against certain opponents but still has lessons to learn. The schedule ahead forces them to confront some of the toughest teams in the league, and how they respond will reveal a lot about the depth and maturity of the roster. Momentum is critical, and the Yankees have the tools to carry it forward if they maintain focus, execute well, and rely on their leaders to inspire performance in clutch moments. This is where strategy meets talent, and where consistency meets pressure, and the next 12 games will be the truest measure of what this Yankees squad is capable of achieving. As we look ahead, the first challenge is Houston. The Astros have been a thorn in the Yankees' side this season, and facing them on the road is never easy. Houston's pitching rotation has been formidable, combining power arms with pitchers who have mastered the art of limiting contact and inducing ground balls. For the Yankees, this series is more than just about winning games. It's about demonstrating that they can compete against top-tier opponents in high-stakes situations. The energy needs to be precise, from the first pitch to the last out, because the Astros are a team that punishes mistakes relentlessly. Every swing, every pitch selection, every defensive play could be the difference between victory and defeat. Aaron Judge will undoubtedly carry a heavy load in this stretch. His power is essential, but it's not just about hitting home runs. Judge's presence in the batter's box is intimidating, and it sets a tone for the lineup. Opposing pitchers adjust when he steps up, and that adjustment opens opportunities for players like Stanton and Bellinger to capitalize on mistakes. Giancarlo Stanton has shown an uncanny ability to deliver in moments where the spotlight is brightest. He's experienced, he's clutch, and he understands the pressures that come with a road series against a team like Houston. If Stanton finds his rhythm early in these games, it could shift the momentum entirely in the Yankees' favor. Cody Bellinger adds another dynamic element. While newer to the Yankees, he brings a combination of versatility and postseason experience from his time with the Dodgers. Bellinger's approach is both calculated and aggressive. He knows when to take a risk and when to play smart baseball. In games like these against Houston, where every run is earned, having a player capable of both power and intelligent base running is invaluable. His ability to read pitchers and anticipate plays could be a subtle, yet crucial, difference maker during tight innings. The Yankees need contributions from all three to not just compete, but to dominate. Moving into the home stretch against Toronto, the focus shifts slightly. The Blue Jays have had their moments of brilliance this season, but the Yankees have a chance to take advantage of playing on home turf. The atmosphere in the stadium is electric, and the team can feed off the energy of the crowd. Toronto's pitching staff is strong, but the Yankees have shown that they can adapt. This is where strategy becomes as important as raw talent. Small ball tactics, smart substitutions, and precise bullpen management will all be critical. The team can't rely solely on power hitting. They need to manufacture runs, take extra bases, and capitalize on every opportunity. It's a chess match, and the Yankees' ability to think several moves ahead will be tested here. Detroit presents a different kind of challenge. The Tigers may not have the same high-profile lineup as Houston or Toronto, but their pitching rotation can be unpredictable. Facing pitchers with unorthodox styles or unknown patterns forces the Yankees to stay sharp and avoid complacency. It's easy to underestimate a team like Detroit, but in baseball, any opponent can surprise you on any given day. The Yankees need to approach these games with the same intensity as a playoff series. Each at-bat matters, and every decision in the field counts. Judge, Stanton, and Bellinger will again play pivotal roles, but the supporting cast must also step up. Young players, bench depth, and bullpen reliability could very well determine the outcome of these games. Finally, the series against Boston will test everything the Yankees have been building. The Red Sox rivalry carries historical weight and intensity that transcends the standings. Winning against Boston isn't just about points. It's about pride, momentum, and psychological advantage. The Red Sox are a well-rounded team, capable of hitting for power, running the bases effectively, and executing precise defensive plays. For the Yankees, this series is a culmination of the lessons from the prior 9 games in this stretch. The team's ability to maintain focus, execute under pressure, and manage the emotional highs and lows will be critical. Every pitch, every swing, and every defensive alignment could shift the balance in a series where the margin for error is razor thin. Leadership in the clubhouse will be a defining factor throughout this stretch. Aaron Judge, as captain, is not just a statistical powerhouse, but a stabilizing presence. His approach to the game, his mentality at the plate, and his leadership during tense moments set the tone for the rest of the team. John Carlos Stanton complements Judge by providing clutch performance and experience in postseason scenarios. Stanton knows how to handle the pressure of high-stakes games, and his presence reassures the younger players that big moments are meant to be seized. Cody Bellinger, meanwhile, brings fresh energy and a willingness to take calculated risks. Together, these 3 players form a nucleus capable of guiding the Yankees through adversity and capitalizing on opportunities as they arise. Pitching strategy will be just as critical as hitting. The Yankees have relied on a mix of starters and bullpen flexibility to navigate tough games. Against Houston and Toronto, the ability to mix fastballs, breaking balls, and off-speed pitches will challenge opposing hitters and create opportunities for early leads. In Detroit and Boston, adaptability will be key. Starters must be ready to handle unconventional pitching, and the bullpen must be prepared to absorb pressure without faltering. The depth of the pitching roster is a strength, but execution will be everything. Mistakes are amplified in these pivotal games, and the Yankees' ability to stay disciplined, trust the scouting reports, and make quick adjustments could be the difference between winning and losing critical games. The mental aspect of this stretch cannot be overstated. Baseball is as much a psychological game as it is physical. The Yankees need to maintain confidence, resilience, and focus across these 12 games. Losing a single game shouldn't derail momentum, and winning a game shouldn't lead to overconfidence. Judge has emphasized the importance of showing up every day, and that mentality must permeate the entire roster. The ability to reset after setbacks, stay aggressive at the plate, and remain alert in the field is vital. Each inning is an opportunity, each at-bat a chance to influence the outcome, and each pitch carries significance in the broader picture of playoff positioning and momentum. The significance of this 12-game stretch extends beyond the immediate wins and losses. It's about establishing a rhythm, building confidence, and sending a message to the rest of the league that the Yankees are not just capable of winning. They are capable of dominating when it counts. The upcoming games are essentially a microcosm of a playoff series, and the team must approach them with that mindset. Execution, leadership, and adaptability will define the Yankees' ability to turn this challenging schedule into a showcase of talent and strategic excellence. Every player on the roster has a role to play. The stars, Judge, Stanton, and Bellinger, will naturally attract attention, but depth players, pinch hitters, and bullpen arms will be equally critical. Baseball is a team sport, and over a 12-game stretch, Contributions from every corner of the roster will determine success. The Yankees have the talent, the leadership, and the experience to navigate this stretch, but consistent execution and mental toughness will be the defining factors. But before we continue, please remember to join our channel and give this video a like. Your support allows us to keep bringing you the latest news about the New York Yankees. Feel free to share your thoughts on the news in the comments. The sports world is buzzing with speculation and intrigue following the shocking announcement from Anthony Volpe regarding his departure from the New York Yankees, a move that has sent tremors through Major League Baseball and ignited endless debate among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. Volpe, who has long been considered one of the brightest young talents in the Yankee system, reportedly made the decision after extensive deliberation about his career trajectory, team dynamics, and long-term ambitions, creating a swirl of rumors about potential suitors and destinations. The timing of the announcement, coming just as the off-season chatter intensifies, has fueled speculation that several high-profile franchises are already lining up to make aggressive offers, while insiders whisper about behind-the-scenes negotiations that could reshape the landscape of the league. Analysts are dissecting every aspect of Volpe's tenure in New York, from his standout moments at shortstop to his ability to adapt under pressure, suggesting that his departure might not only impact the Yankees' infield strategy, but also influence their broader approach to roster construction and salary allocation in the coming seasons. Fans on social media are a mixture of shock, sadness, and excitement, sharing memes, nostalgic highlights, and bold predictions about where Volpe might land next, creating a digital echo chamber of speculation that mirrors the uncertainty gripping the sport's upper echelons. Sources close to the player have hinted at personal motivations and career aspirations that may have factored heavily into Volpe's decision, fueling further discussion about whether the move reflects a desire for a fresh start, a larger role, or a chance to chase championship opportunities with a different team, all while raising questions about how the Yankees will respond strategically to such a significant void. Inside whispers suggest that discussions with the Yankees front office were cordial, but ultimately inconclusive, leaving open the tantalizing possibility of a surprise trade or a high-stakes negotiation that could change before the ink is even dry. Sports journalists are reporting that rival teams are closely monitoring the situation, evaluating their needs, and preparing proposals that could lure Volpe away with promises of playing time, leadership responsibilities, and even marketing potential, sparking a fevered anticipation that blends the business of baseball with the romance of star talent migration. Meanwhile, experts are analyzing historical precedents, drawing parallels with other young phenoms who departed their original clubs under similar circumstances, suggesting that Volpe's move could either elevate his career trajectory or place him under intense scrutiny if performance expectations are not immediately met. Fan forums are erupting with theories, debates, and speculative trade scenarios, ranging from blockbuster multiplayer exchanges to subtle one-for-one deals, creating a carnival of rumor, conjecture, and hope that perfectly encapsulates the volatile nature of modern baseball gossip. Every angle is being explored, from statistical projections and team chemistry impacts to merchandising and fan engagement, ensuring that this story will dominate sports headlines for weeks to come. The Yankees organization is reportedly caught between urgency and patience, needing to recalibrate their infield plans while maintaining a competitive edge, and insiders are noting subtle signs of maneuvering in the front office as executives weigh potential replacements, minor league promotions, or even high-profile acquisitions that could fill the looming gap left by Volpe. Industry analysts are speculating that the Yankees may take a cautious approach, preferring to avoid rash decisions in favor of measured, strategic responses that consider the long-term implications for payroll, team culture, and championship aspirations. Rumors have emerged suggesting potential trade packages involving emerging prospects, established veterans, or even international talent, each scenario adding layers of intrigue and heightening the sense of suspense around the team's next moves. Baseball columnists are dissecting every public statement from both Volpe and the Yankees' leadership, reading between the lines for clues that could reveal hidden agendas, negotiations, or subtle hints about timing, future contracts, and market dynamics. Social media platforms are abuzz with speculative timelines, insider leaks, and fan-made mock-ups of jersey swaps, each post contributing to this swirling vortex of chatter that surrounds any major player movement, reflecting a modern sports culture where rumor, analysis, and imagination blend seamlessly into one frenetic spectacle. The energy surrounding this story is palpable, with the possibility of sudden announcements, unexpected trades, or even shocking reversals keeping fans and media alike on edge, highlighting the delicate balance between anticipation and uncertainty that defines the offseason in professional baseball. Meanwhile, the larger MLB ecosystem is adjusting its attention toward Volpe's departure, as other teams reassess their strategies in light of potential availability. Scouting reports are updated, and league executives quietly evaluate the financial and competitive implications of such a high-profile shift, all while betting markets and fantasy leagues experience a ripple effect that underscores the interconnected nature of modern sports fandom. Analysts are pointing out that Volpe's skills, versatility, and marketability make him an attractive target for multiple franchises, with whispers suggesting that contract negotiations could involve unique incentives, performance clauses, and endorsement considerations, creating a negotiation landscape as complex as the game itself. Veteran players and former Yankees alumni are adding fuel to the rumor mill, commenting on the culture, clubhouse dynamics, and leadership qualities that could influence Volpe's next move, with each insight providing fodder for sports talk shows, podcasts, and fan debates that seem to grow louder by the hour. Rumors are also swirling about potential partnerships, mentorship opportunities, and the influence of player agents, all of which add layers of speculation regarding Volpe's ultimate destination. In this charged atmosphere, even casual fans are drawn into the discussion, speculating wildly about what it all means for the Yankees' strategy, the competitive balance of the league, and the personal journey of a young star navigating a pivotal moment in his career. As the saga continues to unfold, whispers of potential blockbuster trades, surprise signings, and strategic maneuvers dominate sports headlines, while analysts, fans, and insiders alike attempt to read between the lines of every public statement and social media post to piece together the trajectory of Anthony Volpe's career post-Yankees, all amid a charged environment that blends rumor, speculation, and a hint of reality. The story has become a narrative in which every detail, be it a throwback highlight, an offhand comment, or a subtle tweet, carries the potential to influence market perception, fan sentiment, and even the morale of teams across the league. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the New York Yankees, please subscribe to our channel and give us a like. We always appreciate your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.